Hi, this is Ray with Mountain Sweet Honey, and today we're going to go through how to install a package. First of all, if you look down here, you'll see that we're going to be feeding our bees immediately. I like to feed the bees for at least 1 week, if not 2, to allow the bees to properly comb out the foundation that's inside the hive. We're using already combed out foundation from last season. Let's look at the package here. You have your top that we'll be prying off first. And this is 3 pounds of bees and a queen, a newly mated queen. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and pop the safety cover off. And the safety cover is there for a couple purposes. There's staples in this. Face the staples up, and I'll show you the reason why here in a moment. We'll take this off the hive, take the cover and the inner cover off. And we're also going to take 2 frames out so that there's plenty of room for the bees to get in. We have the can right here, and that's the first thing that we're going to pry out with our hive tool. And the first thing that I'm going to do though is before I pull that can out, I'm going to do a light drop of the box. And this will get all the bees settled down. If you do not do that, when you pull this can out, you're going to have bees all flying up in your face. So let's do that. And then we'll pry this can. Let's make sure that it's not gummed up. Okay. And this little tab right here is for the queen. The queen box is attached to it. So let's go ahead and do a slight shake. Okay. That's woke up all the bees now. And what I do next, now this is where it comes in handy having this top ready, and I just scrape the bees off. This has 2 or 3 holes in the bottom. Place those holes upwards so that you're not spilling sugar water all over. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and unpry my queen that's been stapled to the top. All right. We're going to take this queen and we're going to just put her right here on the top. This is going to be like a navigation for the bees. They've already accepted her as their queen. And let's just make sure the queen is alive. There she is, right there running around, going back and forth. There she is. This is a new mated queen, so she is not big yet, but she is growing by the day there. Okay, so I'm going to put her right there. Next thing I'm going to do is do one more light shake. There we go. And the next thing we're going to do is just turn it over and just lightly shake the beginning of the bees out. This isn't offensive at all to the bees. And the next thing I'm going to do is just put this right on the front, and the rest of the bees will begin to crawl out. Now you may wonder what happened to the queen. She's right here. All of the females are around her. And I am going to now move some of these frames over so that I can get this queen box right in the middle. Now, why do I want to have the queen in the middle? It is going to be in the upper 30s tonight, and all of the bees are going to be going to the top to keep her nice and warm, as well as themselves. And one thing I'm going to do is take that off. Now, there's 2 sides of this queen box. There's the cork side and the candy side. This little wax paper is put on the queen box to keep it from drying out so that the bees can get through there. What I'm going to do is pull the cork out from the candy side. So here I go. There we go. All right, we'll pull that cork out. You'll see right here that now the bees can go in and eat this candy out, and within the next 2 days she'll get released and be able to come right out into the hive. Now, you do not want to pull this cork. This is only in the case in 3 days that she has not emerged. You would pull this cork and release her. Sometimes the candy gets really hard, and that would be one of the reasons why you would pull that cork, because the bees could not eat through on that there. What I'm doing is just telling the bees to get out of my way, and I'm going to just put these frames so that they're snug right up to the queen cage. Now, these bees, as you can see, are pretty much coming out, marching out, because they sense their queens outside the cage. And it will take probably about 15 minutes for the rest of these bees to kind of get out of the cage there. And at that point, we'll put the inner cover on and call it the night and let them get settled. They will enjoy having this comb to already start building. You can expect the sugar water probably to fill this for a 3-pound package, probably every day for the first couple of days, and then it will slack off from there. But this is Ray Sivitz with Mountain Sweet Honey, and thank you for doing business with us.